Hey all, as you're mostly aware, Simon Mannering, Kiwis captain, played his 33rd test tonight, and Stephen Kearney, Kiwis coach and defending champ.
What are you laughing at, Steve? Oh, come on, mate.
Steve, you're after a more complete performance, was that it?
Well, I thought it was a pretty good one, to be fair. It's been a bit of a challenging week, because everyone, had an expectation that would win tonight and get the result. So, in terms of preparing the group, with that in mind, it's hard to ignore, I guess, the perception on the outside, and I could just sort of sense with the lads early in the week that it's sort of midway of the tournament, and I guess it's hard not to look ahead to next week, and so it was a fairly it was a bit challenging like that, but they handled themselves really well. We prepared well this week, and I thought with the start of the match, the way things worked out, they had a fair bit of ball early, but we defended. I thought we defended our line really well, and when we got the ball back, I thought we put ourselves in a good position to put some pressure on them and come up with some pretty good tries.
Might as well get it out there. How's Sunnyville?
Yeah, no, he's good. Yeah, he's good. Again, he looked all right when he was supporting. I think it might have been Kevin Locke there when he went through, and it was just a precautionary decision to pull him off.
So he could have played the whole game if it was a.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he would have been. I'm sure he would have been a bit uncomfortable if he kept playing. So, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine next week. Let me put it that way.
What about Simon and Manu as well? The precautionary.
Yeah, I'm just trying to save Simon's legs. It's 33 tests. So trying to leave some petrol in his tank for the next week. And Manu, he was a bit tight in his groin, so he was a bit uncomfortable, so we pulled him off. Yeah.
Could you just talk a little bit about your other winger, Roger, who was man of the match tonight?
What do you want me to say?
Thoughts about him, his performance?
Yeah, again, he's. I may have mentioned it during the week somewhere that he's a young man of 20 years old, and some of the, I guess the stuff that he comes up with, I'm thinking he's been around for 10 years. It's just very, but yet it's instinctive of him, and so he's obviously a special player. We know the talent and the gifts that he has, but he just has a real maturity about him in the way he goes about his business, and he's a special kid.
You were saying you wanted to have another look at Kevin again. What did you make of him tonight?
Yeah, I thought Nobby was good tonight. I thought early when they were putting pressure on us, he was cleaning up kicks which could have been dangerous, and he's pushing in around the footy, backing up the lads. Once I think he got a pass off Isaac Luke when he went through there, and so no, I thought I thought he was good. He's made a decision a lot harder for next week.
Were you worried, Steve, early that was going to be one of those nights where they put pressure on you early? It's going to be one of those nights where it's going to take a while to get on.
Again, that's for me. That's what we're after. I thought, to be challenged like that, that's what we were looking for, and we anticipated that. They got two clever halves who, kicked the ball well and were kicking us into corners, and on the back of some penalties that they got too. So, that's I thought the lads took up the challenge in defending their try line really well in the first half.
Simon, you haven't played. Next game is probably you get to play a top three country for the first time in the tournament. Is it difficult to measure yourself and where you're at when you haven't played either Australia or England yet? I mean, Australia and England got to sort of play each other first up, so they got to an idea of where they stand. Is there an uncertainty there from the Kiwis' point of view because you haven't played one of those teams yet?
I think throughout our games so far we have been tested, probably not as much as one of those teams would have, probably just through periods of the game. So, yeah, next week is, whoever we do play is going to be another level. And I think that's the way we've sort of been playing. We've been building throughout the tournament, and we sort of really haven't had a close scoreline to really test ourselves. I think some of the scorelines probably didn't reflect the physical toughness of the game, but we still probably haven't had that grind for a full 80 minutes. But there has been times we've been put under pressure, and I feel we've handled that pretty well. But yeah, for sure there's going to be a step up next week.
Steve, how big a thrill is it going to be to coach your side at Wembley next week?
I think any time a rugby league team gets to play at Wembley is a special occasion, and we've been fortunate enough to play there in 2011 when we played Wales there, but there wasn't as many there as what there'll be there on Saturday. So again, it's. I know as a young fellow, I used to watch Challenge Cups that were played there, and I know young Roger and guys like that who haven't played there will be blown away when they get there. So it's something we'll have to be mindful of.
Steve, what areas do you think you guys still need to improve on?
Well, again, it's like I said, I thought tonight's performance was a good one, but with who we potentially will be facing next week, they're going to challenge us in a different way. So, we're going to be able, have to withstand that pressure and counter that with our own. So, and again, that's going to be our focus in our preparation this week. We're well aware of what we'll be coming up against, and we're going to prepare that way. So it's to give you one specific area. I thought after half time again, we're a little bit. We could have been a lot more ruthless, with our performance. So that's an area of of improvement for us.
There's no Manchester United tomorrow, so will you go to the England game?
It was an All Black game. That I know we're pretty keen to watch. We'll probably bunker down somewhere and watch the All Blacks versus England.
Steve, is this year 17 now? You're happy with them, and there's unlikely to be changes, or are you still tinkering?
It's a big game next week.
Yeah.
Well, again, that's we'll just see how everyone pulls up and what we think's best going to suit the group next week. But again, I think 80% of the side is pretty much fixed or set. It's just a matter of making some adjustments which we think are going to best suit the group for next weekend.
More questions?
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Simon.
Thanks, guys.